Mrs. James. Someone is at the door. It's James's aunt. She is here to visit James' father, who is down with viral fever. Looking at a hale and hearty James, she explains, "My, James, you are looking in the pink of health." You must have heard this idiom, in the pink of health. What does it mean? It means one is in an excellent physical state, or very healthy. She meets James's father and finds out that he is suffering from malaria, which is spreading because of the rubbish dump nearby. We can see that personal health and community problems are interrelated. What is health? What are the conditions that determine good personal health and community health? What is health? Health is a state of having a healthy body and mind and freedom from bodily disease, aches, or hurts. WHO, the World Health and Community Health. What is health? Health is a state of having a healthy body and mind and freedom from bodily disease, aches, or hurts. WHO, the World Health Organization, defines health as a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. The Constitution of well-being, and not merely the absence of disease. The Constitution of WHO came into action on 7th April 1948. What is this day celebrated as? World Health Day. Health is a term with a very complex meaning. All the organs of our body must function properly and in coordination with each other to keep us healthy. When this does not happen, we are said to suffer. When this does not happen, we are said to suffer from health issues. Health is a term with a very complex meaning. All the organs of our body must function properly and in coordination with each other to keep us healthy. When this does not happen, we are said to suffer. Health is a term with a very complex meaning. All the organs of our body must function properly and in coordination with each other to keep us healthy. When this does not happen, we are said to suffer from health issues. To avoid this, it is necessary to maintain a healthy diet, along with good physical activity levels, right from childhood, and enjoy healthy adult years thereafter. With a healthy diet and an active way of life, we become mentally attentive, have improved levels of memory retention, and concentration power. Good health also boosts up. With a healthy diet and an active way of life, we become mentally attentive, have improved levels of memory retention, and concentration power. Good health also boosts up our self-confidence and self-worth, and we enjoy a state of well-being. personal and community health go hand in hand. We need to fulfill certain conditions to enjoy good health. Can you recall some of them? Maintain sanitation, relax and sleep well, exercise and cultivate healthy habits. On the social front, one should try to maintain cordial and strong social relationships. This leads to lower stress levels, good health, and longevity. Social interactions release certain chemicals in the brain that directly influence our personality and intelligence. For example, it has been observed in senior citizens. Social interactions release certain chemicals in the brain that directly influence our personality and intelligence. For example, it has been observed in senior citizens that remaining socially active promotes longevity. Our economic environment, too, is an important factor. A satisfactory work culture, along with good and stable earnings, brings peace of mind. Genetics, too, is an important factor. Individuals who have family members with an active lifestyle and healthier diets tend to inherit good health. We live in a society. Our individual health is dependent on our social environment. What will happen if our environment is not kept clean? If the environment is not clean, our health may deteriorate. Public places such as schools, offices, public toilets, supermarkets, and gardens should be kept clean. Food at restaurants and hotels should be prepared hygienically with good quality ingredients. Food should always be kept covered. The city council also plays a major role here. Drains must be covered. Waste must be collected, cleared, and dumped in the right places. The municipal authority must provide clean water, a sewage disposal system, and good roads for the public. The control and eradication of diseases must be given prime importance. As we know, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But when any condition hampers good health and interrupts or retards the normal functioning of any part of the body or mind, then the person is said to suffer from a disease. Every individual knows health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. But when any condition hampers good health and interrupts or retards the normal functioning of any part of the body or mind, then the person is said to suffer from a disease. Every individual in the world may come across some kind of physical issue. It might be a disease that is not essentially life-threatening, but mild. It may just be acne, an allergy, or fever. When a child gets a virus and has a fever, probably for some days, he may miss going out to play. But for a player at a national or higher level, a viral attack may make him miss an important match, or can even hamper his career. Thus, though both suffer briefly from poor health, the levels of their need for good health are different. Sometimes people suffer from poor health even though they do not have any detectable disease. A person may also be mentally or emotionally ill. A person who is free of diseases is enjoying basic good health. However, health is not just the absence of diseases, but also being free from any debilitating condition. James has had a stomachache since morning. He visits the physician, who asks James about the food he has had in the last 2 to 3 days. James recollects eating a burger from a roadside stall the previous day. The doctor tells him that he may have eaten a contaminated burger. As he prescribes some medicine for James, he warns James to be careful the next time. After a couple of doses, James starts feeling better. Because he knew the possible cause of James's ailment, the doctor was able to treat him effectively. So is it necessary to know the cause of a disease in order to treat it? Disease may be defined as a condition in which we feel something is wrong with our body because of its abnormal functioning. It may be caused by either external factors, as contagious diseases are, or internal dysfunctions. Disease is not always physical. It may also be a disturbance in the normal state of mind. When a disease occurs, or is about to occur, our body exhibits some signs of ill health called symptoms. How do these symptoms arise? The symptoms of a disease arise from irregular functioning of the tissues, or the body organs. The basic unit of life is the cell, which is made up of many chemical substances, such as proteins, carbohydrates, fats, or lipids, and many others. A collection of cells forms the tissues that carry out a specific function. These cells have a common source, but they may not be identical. Muscles, skin, and bones are examples of different tissues. A collection of tissues joins to form a specific structure and perform a common function. The structure so formed is known as an organ. An example of this is the skin. The outer layer of the skin is made up of epithelial tissue. The organs in turn group together and form organ systems. One of these is the digestive system, made up of the pancreas, liver, stomach, small and large intestine, etc. When infection-causing microbes attack a tissue, the functioning of the organ. Similarly, the infection of an organ can affect the tissue. Accordingly, the disease is known as tissue-specific or an organ-specific disease. The symptoms are also very specific to the organ or tissue attacked by microbes. Cough and wheezing are experienced when the microbes target the lungs. Jaundice occurs when the liver is infected. These tissues and organs are well protected by the exterior cover of the body. Then how do they get affected by diseases? The disease-causing microbes reach and attack these organs in various ways. Their number determines the severity of the disease. For example, a person, if not vaccinated, may catch whooping cough if he breathes in air contaminated with this particular disease-causing bacterium. So how do these bacteria enter the body? The bacteria find their way in through the nose and infect the lungs. In the case of malaria, the microbes enter the blood through the mosquito bite and infect the liver and the red blood cells. The affected organ or tissue sends out signals that it is infected through various symptoms. A symptom merely alerts us that something is wrong with the body, but it does not show what the disease is. The occurrence of frequent headaches does not necessarily mean that the person is suffering from migraine. It could simply be a result of stress or fatigue. What if the person is actually suffering from migraine? In such a case, the headache is a symptom of migraine. So to treat migraine, the doctor needs to diagnose its origin, which may be any one of these: anxiety, faulty diet, hormonal changes, or other environmental factors. Symptoms help the physician to track the signs of the disease. On the basis of the symptoms, they try to identify the specific disease with the help of laboratory tests and other procedures. As we scan through the television channels, we come across numerous health shows. Ever wondered why there is a big rise in the number of people suffering from diseases such as cancer, diabetes, hypertension, AIDS? Why is gastritis widespread during the rainy season? A healthy person with an active lifestyle may fall ill too. Why does this happen? What are the causes? Pathogens such as bacteria, viruses, and fungi spread infectious diseases like flu, the common cold, pneumonia, and malaria. Toxic pollutants in the environment, including smoke from industries, vehicle exhaust fumes, cigarettes, toxins in water, air, and food harm our health. Consuming food with low nutritional value weakens the body and the immune system. Wrong dietary habits, such as eating high cholesterol foods, increase the risk of obesity and metabolic problems. Sedentary lifestyles increase the body fat and tend to make the metabolism sluggish, thus increasing the risk of such diseases as hypertension, diabetes, and heart ailments. Stress includes environmental, physical, and mental stress. A disease or disorder may be inherited genetically. Some of these diseases may produce symptoms and appear later in life. Diseases such as cancer arise generally owing to genetic disorders, though environmental factors may also be responsible. Correctly identifying the right cause helps to effectively recognize and get rid of the infectious agents and prevent further harm to the body.